"Your report is garbage. Your report is garbage," she said. Not quietly, not in private. She made sure every pair of eyes in that glass room turned toward me. My wife, my supervisor, the woman who once whispered she believed in me, now pressed her manicured finger down on delete as if she were crushing an insect. The file vanished. A month's worth of work gone in a click. She didn't even look at me, just basked in the silence, letting the team know she was in control. I sat there, motionless, until the heat in my throat cooled into something sharper. I reached for my phone, my voice steady, almost casual. "Yes," I said into the receiver, while their laughter flickered across the glass walls. "I'll take the offer. 700,000. Start date? Immediately." Her head tilted, the faintest twitch in her jaw. She had no idea what I had just set in motion. For months, I'd noticed it. The way she lingered near Thomas, the senior associate. Late meetings, shared coffees, messages left open on her screen when she thought I was asleep. At first, I told myself it was paranoia. Marriage teaches you to doubt your own suspicion before you dare doubt your partner. But the patterns stacked up like quiet indictments. The distance in her voice at night, the coldness in her touch, the way she smiled at him, the way she used to smile at me. When she tore down my report in front of the team, it wasn't just cruelty, it was theater. A performance to show him she owned me, that I was nothing. She thought I'd swallow it, pretend not to notice. That's the advantage betrayers believe they have, your silence. But silence can be a weapon. I started with the phone records, quietly, at night, when she showered. Hidden apps, disposable numbers, late-night calls to Thomas's personal line. Then the receipts, hotel charges hidden under client dinners. I'd been in this business long enough to recognize expense laundering. The final piece was DNA. A toothbrush left too close to mine, strands of hair collected like evidence from a crime scene. A lab doesn't lie, unlike her. Every day at work, I played the role, the humiliated husband, the weak subordinate. She paraded her dominance in front of the team, thinking she'd broken me. Inside, I was methodical, a surgeon preparing for an operation, one incision at a time. 700,000 was more than an offer, it was leverage. The rival firm wanted me, desperately, and I had conditions. I didn't want headlines, I didn't want noise, I wanted precision. I wanted her world to collapse silently, from the inside. The DNA results arrived first. I read them in the dark of my office, a single lamp casting shadows across the desk. Positive match. Her toothbrush, his hair. No deniability. No excuses. That evening, I printed the lab report, slipped it into a plain folder. When I placed it on her desk the next morning, she didn't look up. Not until I spoke. "You left this behind." Her eyes flicked down. The silence stretched. She opened it. The color drained from her face. For the first time in months, she wasn't in control. "What is this?" Her voice cracked, too loud. The team outside pretended not to hear, but I saw their heads shift. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. That afternoon, the partners met. A closed-door session. I presented my resignation along with the evidence, not just of her affair, of her misappropriations, hotel expenses, client fraud, buried emails. They listened, silent, heavy. When I finished, I slid one more envelope across the table. My new contract. 700,000. Signed, stamped, effective immediately. She entered halfway through, demanding to know why she wasn't informed. Her voice shrill now, stripped of its practiced authority. The senior partner handed her the folder I'd given them, the same one I'd left on her desk. I watched her lips part, watched her tremble as she realized the game was over. Her betrayal wasn't just personal now, it was professional. It was terminal. "Effective today," the managing partner said coldly, "you're relieved of your duties. Security will escort you. She looked at me then, desperate, searching for the man who once adored her, who might rescue her from the collapse. But I wasn't that man anymore. That night, I stood in the new office, floor-to-ceiling glass. City lights stretched like veins across the dark horizon. 700,000. A corner office. Silence. I didn't feel joy, didn't feel triumph, just clarity. She had tried to erase me with one keystroke. Instead, she erased herself. I thought of her face, pale under the fluorescent lights, as security led her away. The eyes that once disarmed me, now hollow with panic. No pity, no regret, only truth. Some betrayals don't need vengeance. They collapse under their own weight. I closed the blinds, turned off the lights, and left. The night swallowed me whole, and I let it.